Happy Saturday to you, and welcome to Lewiston, New York, as we have the back end of the series with the Bentley Falcons and the Niagara University Purple Eagles. As the bright sunshine of the afternoon gives way to the winter night, we welcome you inside the confines of Dwyer Arena, and we welcome you to the Purple Eagles pregame show. Oh, let's not fast forward. It's brought to you by AdPro Sports. AdPro Sports is the official uniform and branded merchandise provider of Niagara University Athletics. Go to adprosports.com to learn more about custom branded merchandise for your team or business. It was a crazy affair last night. The Purple Eagles looked to have things in hand in the third period, but the Falcons refused to go away. Down 6-3, made it a 6-5 game, but Chad Veltri, along with the help of Christian Gorsak, were able to guide Niagara to the final victory, to pick up 3 points that were huge for them within the standings. The Purple Eagles will turn to Chad Veltri in between the pipes again today, but we will get to that story in just a moment. Let's take a look at these two teams on a whole as we look at their statistical comparison. You can see the goals per game very close for both of these squads, as is shots per game, and it's not surprised that last night ended up being so close when you look at these numbers. Again, special teams always so key. This Bentley power play high-powered with Bavaro and Lombardazzi on the back end. Those are going to be key points for the Purple Eagles to make sure they cover. Bentley had a terrific night last night in the face-off circle. We'll see if the Purple Eagles are able to counteract that here tonight. And Bentley's penalty kill over 80% this season. Let's take a look at our starting netminders. We were just talking about it. It'll be Nicholas Gretko that gets the call for Bentley. This will be his 11th game played of the season. He's 3-7-0, but his save percentage above 90 at 90.6. 3.36 goals against in his career. Game number 23, 8-14-0, a 90 save percentage, 307. On the right, Chad Veltri gets the call again this season. He is 8-8-1 with a 306 and an 89.6 in his career. This will be career game number 53, 21, 24, and 5 with a 251 and a 91.6. It's February. Everyone's got their eyes on the standings as everyone jostles for positioning within the standings. Again, the top 6 of the conference will receive a bye into the quarterfinals. The Purple Eagles with their points last night pull even with Sacred Heart, tied for 7th. They're only 1 point behind Air Force to jump into that top 6. You can see how condensed and compact this conference is. Mercyhurst beat Army last night. Canisius beat Air Force, so it's all up for grabs for the Purple Eagles. One problem that they do have is the schedule is not friendly by any means when we look ahead. These last 4 series in February, they take on the 4 teams you see atop the standings, does Niagara. So if they're going to get their way into that top 6, it's going to take a lot of good play as we make our way towards March. Let's get a look at tonight's starting lineups. The starting lineups are brought to you by UBMD Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. They're the team doctors for your NU Purple Eagles. Just about ready to get those going. One person that was in the starting lineup for Bentley last night was Colin Rutherford, a Tonawanda, New York native grad student. In his debut here at Dwyer Arena, he is able to connect twice, bringing in his goal total to 5 this season. He will not be in the starting lineup tonight for the Falcons, as he'll be paired with Harrison Scott at center and Kohei Sato at the left wing. But for the starting 6 for the Falcons and Purple Eagles, we send you ice level into PA announcer Dan Sheezer for tonight's lineups.
Here are tonight's starting lineups presented by UBMD Orthopedics, the official doctors for your Purple Eagles. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Bentley Falcons. At left defense, a freshman from Grand Forks, South Dakota, number 23, Tucker Hodgson. At right defense, a sophomore from Bradenton, Florida, number 22, Drew Bavaro. At left wing, a junior from Wilton, Connecticut, number 13, Matt Boszewski. At right wing, a freshman from Vancouver, British Columbia, number 12, Danny Pearson. At center, a graduate student from Hopkinton, Massachusetts, number 6, Brendan Hamlet. And in goal, a sophomore from Shanahan, Illinois, number 29, Nicholas Grabko. The Falcons are led by head coach Ryan Soderquist. He is assisted by John Coleman, Stephen Needham, and Cam Dumani.
For both of these squads. The Niagara ROTC is about to present the colors, and then Samantha Campbell will have the Canadian and U.S. national anthems as we are making our way towards starting puck drop here on this Saturday evening.
Singing the national anthems this evening is Samantha Campbell.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bolts bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Samantha, for those terrific renditions of the U.S. and Canadian national anthems as we Wait for the colors to make their way off the ice. And as they depart, that means we're making our way towards the starting puck drop. Starting puck drop is brought to you by J.R. Swanson Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Whatever your needs are, their certified technicians can help. Call J.R. Swanson at 716-283-3802. The Niagara University Purple Eagles lineup is on your screens now. Pretty much the same lineup except a couple switches. Luke Edgerton unavailable today. That's why Zane's Kinderchuk draws in. Gauthier will join Cox and Summer on the second line as Stanley will join Pinio and Hill. As we're just about ready, Bentley in the road blacks, blue numerals, white trim. The Purple Eagles in the home whites, purple numerals, purple trim. The Niagara University team is traveling from right to left in this first period. Your referees are Josh Lupinik and Jared Waite. The linesmen, Brendan Lewis and Joe Gladnick in this important matchup in Atlantic hockey, with the Purple Eagles looking to get themselves a weekend series win. They have 3 in their back pocket, so they have themselves at least a split, but they're looking to do a bit more damage than that here in this opening weekend of February. It'll be the youngster line, as I like to refer to them. Ott at center, Gorsak and Rodney. Ott with the goal last night, make it 2 as he put one into the empty net. Rodney had one as well, and Christian Gorsak a couple of key shot blocks in the third period. And we're underway from Dwyer Arena. Bentley will control the opening draw. Ott will shut down the rush at center ice, and they throw it in deep to Niagara. Rivaro going to look up the near wing, can't connect. Wishman will take over at his own line. Now the Falcons working in deep, but they're offside, and we'll blow that play dead early on. 19:39 left to go here in the first. Bentley had a terrific third period push against this Niagara squad, scored all 5 of their goals in the final frame on 22 shots on goal. Niagara able to hang on, though, come up with the victory, claim those 3. As the rotation in between the pipes continues between Evan DeBrouwer and Nicholas Grabko, as they've split time pretty much evenly, and Jason Grandy has also been in that rotation as well for this Falcons squad, as Grabko comes out to settle that one down, and it's going to be a rush up ice by Arisiuk. He gives way. Lombardozzi's pass doesn't connect, so Goshevsky will have to come back for it. Now a good feed up the middle. Van Roboys hangs onto it, tries rapid, and Elman does. He banked it off the Niagara players. He outweighted Chad Veltri, went around the net, and Bentley has struck early, 54 seconds into the first, and it's Lucas Van Roboys, goal number 4 on the season for the junior. A real good feed up the middle of the ice. Goshevsky led Van Roboys, and then his patience won out. It was Niagara who scored quickly yesterday, 2:05 into the game. This one a little bit quicker for the Falcons to get out in front. Their first lead all weekend. This one's down the ice, but Gauthier with a good hustle will break out and negate the icing. Misak's long shot. Roswell deflect that one into the corner. Gauthier looking to deliver a hit, but the Falcons able to avoid that and work it in deep. Van Roboys can't get it from Misak, who gets it up to Summer on the near wall, and he's able to clear the defensive zone. Misak ends up with it on his blade again, now gains the blue line, ran into a pack of black jerseys and loses control. Bavaro reloads, cross-ring pass is on the tape, and it's sent in deep. Misak in behind his own goal, deflects forward. Pinio, who had a short-handed goal in last night's contest, came at a big moment. It was 4-3 Bentley, and on the power play when he scored to make it 5-3 on a breakaway. Below the goal line, Niagara able to get it to Stanley. He leaves it for Pinio, bouncing puck, and gets it over to Wishman and over the line. Wishman looking for Hill in the slot, and it'll make its way to Grabko. He'll put the mid on that one. Hang on for a draw. Face-off coming up in the Bentley end of the ice. So get a look at another look at that goal. The patience comes around, and it looked like it might have gone off the skate of Herman and into the net. Harper unable to maintain possession at the blue line as Rutherford's able to clear. Rodney emerges with it. Denied access to the offensive zone. Does a circle, and now he'll make his way in, but lost the handle at the blue line, and that'll prompt another whistle for offsides, as we are still very early on here in period number 1. Niagara had a good night on the penalty kill last night as they kept Bentley off the board 0 for 5 with 7 shots on goal for the Falcons, and that included a minute 55 of 5-on-3 time, but a huge penalty kill at the time for Niagara to keep their lead intact in the second period. Linnell gets a piece of the pass from Roswell, then keeps it in with the shot. Harper will take that lane away. Feeds it behind his own net. Welcome trying to get away from Herman, but it ends up with Rancliffe, who had the opening goal last night. Herman will set up shop in behind his own net, and with all the goals, we have another goal scorer there in Zach Herman, who had the second goal of the first period. His pass, though, a little too far ahead of Albin Nilsson, and that'll result in an icing call against Niagara. As after that opening goal by the Falcons, play has come to a bit of a halt as we make our way through some whistles. Saw that occur a lot last night with the Falcons not able to time their entries into the zone, and that's a credit to the Niagara defense. Both teams effective early on here in the first with that. Bavaro unable to keep that one in, so we'll have another quick stoppage. As we get a look at Jack Zielinski, a grad student from Richmond, Virginia. One of 5 players on this Niagara squad that has played in over 100 games in the NCAA, and he has it on his stick now. Gauthier tried deflecting that one in, caught someone on the Bentley bench. Last night we saw that occur, but they brought the face-off all the way into the Falcon end because they caught someone leaning over. That will not be the case for this. Right at center ice, and Bentley will take over off the face-off win. Krzyzewski gets a piece of that. So Zielinski has to go back to retrieve, sends it to Wishman up the near wing. Gauthier pokes it by Bavaro, but unable to get there. Has good coverage on the back end that time, provided by number 23, Tucker Hodgson. Falcons looking to break out. That's going to be touched with a high stick, and we'll have another whistle and stoppage of play. Behind the Bentley bench is head coach Ryan Soderquist. As Coach Soderquist in his 20th season with the program, leading his alma mater, a graduate of Bentley, and one of the key statistical leaders in that program's history, including a single season record with most goals and assists set in 97 and 98. Falcons have to tag up on the offside. That allows Pinio an exit of his zone to send it in deep. Gradko is going to play that around the glass, kept in by Pomeroy at the line, and will send it in back around the end boards out the other side. And they'll be cleared out of the zone by the Falcons. Pomeroy hustling after it. Van Roboys will throw a shoulder into him. But it's Niagara just in possession with Pinio. Pinio checked by Oricia. That allows the Falcons to send it back into the Niagara end. Stanley takes a rough ride into the boards, but he has support in John Hill as the Falcons playing the body early on. Misak takes a hit there from Kotze. It causes a turnover. But Gorsak's able to pick off a pass and will send it in deep as his teammates are making a change. Around the boards for Rutherford. Able to get that one up ahead. Maine's going to bring it on back to his own zone with a pass to Roswell. Now Rutherford has a step. Tries a shot. Veltry's there with the left pad save. Maine on the half wall. Trying to get it low, but Harper will steal it away. Rodney able to work it in. Ott takes over in the circle, move to his forehand. Herman's denied by Grabko as he gets left to right in a hurry. The Niagara defenseman joining the rush went back door. Not sure if it would have headed wide, but Grabko wasn't taking any chances. Rutherford has it again. Slaps this one around the glass. Saw Colin in the atrium here after last night's game, meeting up with his family. Had a great night with 2 goals. Niagara this time able to defend and clear the zone. Rutherford touches this one in an offside position. Face off in the neutral zone. 14-15 showing on the clock. As there's Colin Rutherford, the grad student, transfer from Dartmouth. As the Tonawanda native on the season has 5 goals and 13 points. As you see the hit there to Stanley. Bavaro will send it in deep. Zielinski thought he saw an outlet, but it's stolen away. Shot won't get through as it hit the backside of Wishman. Ranclev for Zielinski to Nilsson. Good job to keep control. Gets a centering pass off, but Ranclev was tied up by Bavaro. To the point, Wishman able to hold it in and throw it into an empty corner. Niagara's going to use this opportunity to make a wholesale change. Linnell will deflect it in deep into their end. Wishman around the boards. Arisiuk with the pinch to keep it down low. And he ran into a wall named Jordan Wishman. Put an end to that rush in a hurry. Now Summer trying to swing wide. Good stick, though, to deny that, as Winkleman was able to break it up at his own line. Cox looking for Gauthier. It deflects in. Gauthier on the forecheck. Tied up with Lombardozzi, who goes to the ice. Now along the wall. Gashesky lost the handle. Gauthier trying to set up Summer, but Arisiuk's there to take it away. Throws it along the boards. Misak hustles over to keep it in, but now it's cleared by Hamlet. Veltry's coming out to play this one away. A little tap into the corner for Pomeroy. Zane Kinderchuk couldn't catch up to that one for the Purple Eagles as the Falcons send it in deep. Cox has it tied up on the half wall. Now it comes to the neutral zone. Hill trying to pick it up there. Advances it as far as the Falcons' blue line, but no further. As it's tied up in the neutral zone right now, and neither team able to really make any clean passes as the neutral zone is really loaded. As you can see, players well positioned as Pomeroy picked off that pass. Gashesky uses the boards to work it forward to Hamlet. Pearson goes cross rink, trying to enter the offensive zone. It's a struggle in this last couple of minutes. Gashesky's denied. Pinio has speed, lets a shot go. That one's blocked out of play by Hodgson, and we'll have a draw to the left of the Falcon net with 11:58 left to go. And Bentley leading by 1 here in the first period. These two conference foes haven't seen each other in 2 years up until yesterday, and getting some of that aggression out here in the first period as we've seen a number of hits in the first 8 minutes, including that one by Jordan Wishman. Harper in the neutral zone looking for Gorsak. Ott firing in on the forecheck. He's boxed out though. Good positioning by Hodgson allows him to clear the zone. Rodney will send it in deep. Step off for a change as Grabko comes out to play it, but Ott knocked it down to keep it low in the zone. Ott behind the net. In front, Ranclev denied as Grabko came way out of the blue paint to cut that angle off. Falcons take over. Tara works it forward. Van Roboys, who has our lone marker on his backhand. Centering pass goes through the crease and out the other side. Ranclev's there to clear the zone. Ott will chop one into the Falcons' end. Grabko, comfortable handling that puck in his own end. Works it forward. And now it's sent in deep. Isak will help it along to Gauthier. He'll clear the zone, but the pass didn't arrive to Nilsson. Now it comes on the near wing for Sato. He's unable to control, so Misak will set up shop in behind his own net. Josef Misak the sophomore defenseman from the Czech Republic. His pass not corralled by the Purple Eagles, though. Stood up at the line are the Falcons, so they'll have to tag up on the delayed offside. Gauthier looking for help, but it's denied and sent in deep into the Niagara end again. Cox trying to work it free. Sato's there on the forecheck, but Summer steals it away. Summer pokes it by Roswell, coming over his main, but he gets it to Stanley, and then Roswell lost an edge and took out the post behind Grabko, and that'll bring a stop to the play and a face-off in the Bentley end of the ice. Let's get a look at the opportunity for Rancliffe, and you see how far out of the net Nick Grabko came to make that save and keeps his team's 1-goal lead intact. His third save of the evening so far. Cox wins this one. Summer curls into the corner. Now trying to work it free, but he's pinned to the glass by Maine. Falcons pick it up. Now they're in the neutral zone with speed. Send it around the end boards. Rutherford's there to gather it up. Now leaves it behind the Niagara goal. Herman was ready for that pass. He's got Scott to contend with. It's in the circle. A whack at it, sends it in behind the Niagara goal. Now on the half wall, Stanley throws his shoulder into Hodgson. Still below the goal line. Sato out high. Hodgson across the line to Bavaro. Bavaro looking. He leads this Bentley squad in goals and assists, and he fires one on net. But Veltry's able to find that through traffic. 9:19 left to go here in the first. Van Rootboys has his team up by 1 as you're watching the Bentley Falcons and Niagara University Purple Eagles live, as we'll be back in a moment on the Niagara Sports Network.
Jason Zucker, former Denver Pioneer. I played college hockey, as did 80% of the Americans in the NHL. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey.
That's Jason Lammers behind the Niagara bench, season number 5 behind the bench leading this Purple Eagle squad, and we'll get a chance to catch up with him in the first intermission report brought to you by Intense Milk. Coach Lammers got his playing career started at Geneseo and went back there as a coach and made his way through the ranks, as his coaching career has sent him all over the country, from Massachusetts to Colorado and Ohio. Purple Eagles would be content to keep him in one spot for a while here in Lewiston. Seen a lot of postseason success during his tenure. Looking to continue that this year. Face-off will be to the left of Chad Veltry in the Niagara net. Winkleman gets the warning, but he's able to win the draw. Marisiak looking for a lane. Instead, will send it down low. Gorsak for Ott. Chips it forward for Rodney. He's got Wishman joining the rush. Rodney looking, has Ott. Quick shot. That one just goes wide. But there is a penalty coming up on the play to the Falcons. Slashing will be the call. And Niagara's headed to the first power play of the game. As Linnell is the guilty party, as he came in and got the whack in on Ott as he was trying to let that one fly. Purple Eagles 1 for 4 last night with the power play, as they got a goal from Shane Ott on a nice feed from Nomofsky and Summer. Niagara able to win the draw. High pressure from the penalty kill of the Falcons. So now Niagara gets it low to Cox. Now Misak. Misak going to take this one down low himself. Now leaves it out high for Nomofsky. to Summer on the half wall. Summer leaves it for Nilsson. Back for Summer on the line. Quick shot that deflects and just missed the far high corner. Cox tries one to the slot. Nilsson throws his weight around. Summer's shot finds the glass. Walker Summer has it back on his stick. Leaves it for Nemovsky. Nemovsky for Summer. That won't connect. And Niagara's going to have to regroup in the neutral zone. A minute 15 left to go on the clock. One too many moves that time at the blue line. Prompts a whistle and an offside call against Niagara's power play. As we take a look at the first 45 of this Niagara power play, a couple of good shots, but couldn't find the target, and the physical play continues. Lombardozzi hustles over to the wall and slaps it out of his zone. Harper and this power play unit ready to wind it up. He's joined by Herman, who has it now. Herman gets it into the corner. Ott works it free. Rodney couldn't reach that one. And Hamlet's there to send it down the length of the ice. Pinio, Ott, and Rodney the forward line with 45 left to go in the Purple Eagles power play. Far wing for Pinio. Fires around the boards. Rodney trying to get there ahead of Roswell. It's tied up along the wall. Walcomb's clearing attempt is blocked by Ott. Herman gets it free in the corner. They're looking for Ott. Couldn't reach it, but Harper is able to keep it in the offensive zone. Harper fending off a stick check. Trying to get it out high, but that one's blocked by Hodgson, and Niagara again has to tag up. Quickly brought back in by Rodney. Almost lost it in a dangerous position, but he's able to maintain control. Now it's worked back to Harper, and we're in the final 5 seconds of this Niagara power play, which is headed in reverse at the moment. Back to 5 aside as Herman's trying to find some room, but Scott's draped all over him, and he steals the puck away. Sato pulls away. Wishman comes firing in there, separates him from the puck. Outlet pass doesn't connect. Long shot goes wide of the goal. Herman will pick it up in the corner, off the glass to the blue line, and it will make its way out. Maine will have to go back and retrieve for the Falcons. They'll leave it there, and Drew Bavaro will take over. Bavaro racing through the neutral zone. Good dish to the wing, looking to get it back in front. That shot won't make its way through. Bavaro drags, shoots, deflected, and finds the glass. Back to Bavaro again. Across the line it goes. He'll get it back on his stick. Gauthier trying to take the shooting lane away. Bavaro got it through, but Veltry's there with the catching glove. He makes that save. And will hang on for the whistle with 6:12 left to go, and the Falcons still up in front, 1-0. Bentley squad sits currently in third place after Niagara won last night, and Canisius was able to upend the Falcons of Air Force 4-2 at Harbor Center. So now the Golden Griffs sit in second. Lombardozzi pinches to keep it low. Nemovsky looking for skating room, but there's none to be found. Hamlet has it tied up. Pearson in there as well. Ranklev joins the fray, trying to work it free, but it's still pinned along the boards. Skashevsky gets it free. Lombardozzi with the blast, it deflects, and Wishman picks it out of the blue paint and escorts it to safety behind the Niagara net. Nemovsky to Nilsson. In over the line, making a move to the middle on Arisiuk, and finally the numbers caught up to him and loses control. Kashevsky carries in over the line. He's immediately checked, though. Falcons are going to make a line change, and that allows Josef Misak some time to survey the ice. Terra's in the neighborhood. Misak locates Summer, but he gets checked at center ice. Misak steps up at the blue line, trying to carry on is Kodzi with the shot. That one goes wide. Cox unable to clear it. Bavaro keeps it in. His pass, though, stolen away. And now here comes Summer. He loses control as the Falcons were able to surround him quickly. Maine will flag that one down and bring it back in behind his goal. 4:45 showing on the clock here. Tightly contested checking game. Only 6 shots on goal so far with 4.5 left to go in the period. 4 shots for the Falcons. 1 has found the back of the net. Only 2 for Niagara thus far. Harper will gain the red line and send it in deep. Comes out in front as it eluded Grabko's blocker, but Hodgson was there in support. Niagara on the forecheck, has it in the corner. Gorsak attacking the front of the net. Tries sliding along the ice, but couldn't find the net. Gorsak fires around the end boards to Harper. Long shot, and Grabko had that one deflect on him. Made a good save. Now Linnell's ahead of the pack. Linnell can't get his shot off as Harper bugged him enough, and it ends up in the glove of Veltri, and he hangs on for the draw. So a couple of flashes of offense there. The Purple Eagles with a couple of good chances. First it was Gorsak taking it to the front of the net, trying to wait out Grabko, but couldn't get that one on target. Harper would take a shot that Grabko had made a glove save on, and then Linnell bothered enough by Harper on the back check where he couldn't get the shot off. Defensive zone draw controlled by Niagara. And they're able to work it into the Bentley end. Stanley in behind the net. Lombardozzi's there to pin him to the glass and steal it away. Comes to the near wall. Pinio arrives there first. Lombardozzi will use the glass to clear the zone. That'll send Jordan Wishman back after it. Wishman gets away from one, now has it knocked off his stick. Marisiak, a good pass up the middle as Misak was trying to get back on the ice because Wishman had broken his stick, so Zielinski had to bail. And that one rang off the post. Shot attempt denied by Hill, and look out at the Niagara bench as there's a puck coming in their direction and another whistle. 3:15 left to go here in the first, and a good opportunity for Bentley as they took advantage of the broken stick situation that left Niagara vulnerable on the back end. The opportunity rings off the left post behind Chad Veltri. Tap behind the Niagara net. Pomeroy unable to locate anyone. This is kept in deep. Hamlet throws it around for Pearson. Misak will cut him off at the pass. Pinned to the boards. Sitting in the circle, it'll be Nilsson who emerges. Nilsson, this pass for Rancliffe is denied. Romovsky on the back check will slow down Pearson, who lifts it as far as the Niagara line. Apparently, Rancliffe did not get a piece of that pass, and that's an icing call. He appeals to the referee to maybe change that face-off to center ice, but he will not win that as you get a look at Drew Bavaro. 9 goals and 14 assists, and he has been terrific all season long for this Falcons squad, and those numbers put him tied for 9th for points by a defenseman in the nation with 22 and 2nd in Atlantic hockey. Isak beside his own net. Hamlet keeping a watchful eye on him. Long pass up the middle. Gauthier trying to squeeze by, but Lombardozzi closed that door in a hurry. Marisiak able to get it forward. Van Roboys will send it back and now get the return pass. A move to the slot. Tries dishing to Gaszewski, but it's taken away. Gauthier works it forward to Cox, but it's a little too far ahead, and the Falcons take over at their defensive blue line. Snap pass intercepted by Gauthier. Gauthier looking, trying to get it to Rancliffe, that's Gorsak, but it's knocked away from him. Delkins will chip it into the corner. Harper tried to send it around the end boards. Herman got wiped out, and he came back towards Harper's direction, and he has it again behind his net. Gorsak will send it off the glass and out. Bentley with a very workman's-like effort here in the first period. Hand pass is the call on the ice. That's the stoppage in action. As the Falcons have just smothered the Purple Eagles here in the opening 20 minutes of play, as it's been hard to find any sort of open ice. As you see the fans having a good time here at Joy Arena. It's been a fun season here on the Ridge. Purple Eagles with a home date against Canisius next week, and then RIT before they close out the season in Springfield, Massachusetts, when they take on the first place AIC Yellow Jackets. Codsey at his own line. Now Bavaro sends it in deep. It deflected off a Purple Eagle stick, so no icing. Wishman tries leaving it there, stolen away. Trying to jam it home was Codsey, but he's denied. Bavaro lets it rip. Rodney got the left cheek on that one. As he blocks another attempt, Gorsak can't clear the zone. It's tied up in the high slot. Winkleman unable to advance it. Ott will chip it in and give chase himself. Handled neatly, though. Arisiak works it up the near wing. Linnell able to deflect it in deep. Stanley tied up with Walcom. He goes to the ice. Zielinski for Ott. Wishman will take over by giving it to Stanley. He'll send it into the opposite end of the ice. Hill firing in. Hill ties up his man. Hobson trying to kick it free. Hill denying that. Hinio's in there as well as Hill ends up right on the ice. Still in there. It looks like a rugby scrum. Hill and Hodgson finally separate as the Falcons have control. Off the glass, down the ice. Pomeroy hustling to get the whistle. And the clock stops with 15.8 left to go here in the first period. Niagara will have an offensive zone draw. As we get a look at the attempted wraparound attempt by Codsey that was denied by Veltri. Then it worked back to the point and Bavaro let it rip, but Rodney was there to take away the lane. Harper throws it towards the goal, skips wide on the short side. A dozen seconds left. Walcom able to clear the zone. They had Linnell who was trying to break away, but Niagara's defense was alert to that as the final few seconds run off the clock. The horn will sound in what was a very tightly checked first period of play. Van Royboys, 54 seconds into the first, was able to put one in. That's the lone offense of the opening 20 minutes of play. As from there, the two netminders in defense took over and had this game very close. Wouldn't expect anything else between two conference rivals. We'll be back with the first intermission report brought to you by Intense Up. We'll get things kick-started with head coach Jason Lammer's pregame interview when we return on the Niagara Sports Network.
Jason Zucker, former Denver Pioneer. I played college hockey, as did 80% of the Americans in the NHL. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey.
Can't make the game?
Crossover. Oh, he sent Ruddy to the floor and buried the triple.
Subscribe to the Purple Eagles on YouTube for all of the Purple Eagles content you'd need. Visit www.youtube.com/NiagaraPE to subscribe today.
We are busybodies. From dawn to dusk. From the earliest age to much later in life. And every age in between. UBMD Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Dedicated to keeping busybodies busy.
Every stitch has a story. Every product has a purpose. And every company has a brand. From the drawing board, to the boardroom, to the field. Custom, quality, on time. Everyone is a customer. Everything you need is right here. Ad Pro Sports, your branded merchandise solution.
It wasn't until I had the opportunity to do research my freshman year that I knew biochemistry was for me. Having that experience early on gave me the clarity that I needed.
Back here on the campus of Niagara University, we're through 20 minutes of play, and Bentley leading Niagara 1-0 as we welcome you to this Purple Eagles first intermission report. Brought to you by Intense Milk. Intense Milk, refuel, replenish, recover. Had a chance to catch up with head coach Jason Lammers, get his thoughts on last night's game and what to look forward to here tonight. Here's Niagara's lead man, Coach Jason Lammers, before tonight's rematch against Bentley. But before we look at tonight's matchup, Coach, let's go back to last night, a really hard-fought game with a pretty wild third period.
Yeah, no, I was really impressed by our guys and the resilience that they showed and how strong our culture is, and thought we had a couple real good efforts and big time block shots and just a willingness to close out the game was awesome. Gorshak last 30 seconds just killing the whole thing by himself. So was really great to see.
Yeah, I was going to bring up Christian's block and Jordan Wishman at the end of the second period, and then in the third, just absolute sacrifice of the body all over the ice by your group.
Yeah, I thought that PK at the end of the first and start of the second when we were down two guys was probably a huge turning point in the game, and really credit to our group on how good a job they did with that situation. So Chad was big in the net, and then the guys did an awesome job.
Now, you had less shots than normal, but it felt like your chances were a lot more dangerous, and your team was very opportunistic in taking advantage of those.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a lot of danger to what we created last night. And to your point, I thought we were very opportunistic.
And then we turned to today, and we saw what Bentley was capable offensively in the third period. What can you do to try to slow down that attack as we enter in the new game?
Yeah, there's a couple different things, but the main one is to be more connected. We chase the puck around a little too much, and we know what they're doing. It's just you gotta be able to stop it, right? So when the score gets a little lopsided like that, sometimes the guys get loose, and so we just got to tighten that up and be more connected.
One player that we'll see in your lineup that we've seen a few times this year, number 16, Zane Kindrachuk. If you can give us a little introduction to him, what kind of skill set and person he brings to the group.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, as a person, he's probably one of the more popular guys in the group. The guys really love him, and they love him because every day he shows up with great attitude and a smile on his face and is ready to work. So he's grown a lot as a player. And as a player, you're going to see a guy that knows what he's doing. You're going to see a guy that has the ability to have some good speed and make some smart plays.
At least on the line charts, we have a new winger with Walker Summer and Ryan Cox and Olivier Gauthier. We've seen the type of player he is on the ice. How can he complement those two?
He just has a real hard blue collar, work bucket, lunch pail, hard hat piece and element to that line, right? So we're really hopeful that he'll add that and continue to do what he does, and then give those guys somebody that's going to go dig out pucks for them.
How often is it when you're scouting a team that you come across two defensemen that are really keys to the offense, like Matt Lombardi and Drew Bavaro are to this Falcon squad?
Yeah, well, I think it speaks to why they're where they're at and how good their team is. Just we've talked a lot about this over the years. When you have a D-core that leads the league in points, that means they're moving pucks and breaking it out and starting their offense and involved in the offense at the blue line, and that helps you get through the neutral zone fast. So it's a credit to them, and obviously two guys we need to keep reins on and keep them in the funnel.
And then on your back end, someone who's really found the score sheet and is not shy about shooting. I believe he's led your team in shots the last few games. Is Zach Herman. Is the confidence just continuing to grow in that aspect of his game?
Yeah, we really like Zach. He's got so much upside and just really deadly with his shot and being involved. We just spoke about how important DR that are involved, and he really helps us with some of the plays you don't see too, starts the offense for us from the back end.
And finally, what's the plan in between the pipes for tonight?
Chad will be back tonight.
He had, I know it shows 5 goals in the third period, but that's on 22 shots. He really did come up with some key saves down that stretch.
I thought he did down the stretch, and then I thought he was real good early in about the first 5-6 minutes of the game. He made 2 or 3 huge saves that kept that game scoreless and then allowed us to get the 1-0 lead.
And I know I said finally, but I'm going to sneak one more in there on you. How important was his angles and cutting those down, getting to the top of the blue paint when he saw those shots from the point coming in?
Yeah, it's again, it's the daily work that he puts in and Coach Burt and what they do just to hit your spots and be in the spot. And I thought he did a real good job. And the other thing I would say is a lot of pucks stuck to him last night. It just gets us that face off so that we're not scrambling around in the D zone.
All right, I think I'll let you go now. Thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sounds good. That's head coach Jason Lammers before tonight's game. We'll roll on with more of the Intense Milk first intermission report. We'll have highlights, stats, and a trip around the out-of-town scoreboard when we return on the Niagara Sports Network.
Can't make the game?
Crossover. Oh, he's hit. Ruddy to the floor and buried the triple.
Subscribe to the Purple Eagles on YouTube for all of the Purple Eagles content you need. Visit www.youtube.com/NiagaraPE to subscribe today.
It wasn't until I had the opportunity to do research my freshman year that I knew biochemistry was for me. Having that experience early on gave me the clarity that I needed.
This is Johnny Gaudreau, former Boston College Eagle. I played college hockey, as did 80% of Americans in the NHL. Whether you're a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey.
This is Dan Staplin, the Public Health Director for Niagara County. Vaccination is a simple, safe, and effective way of protecting people against harmful diseases before they come into contact with them. Vaccinated people are less likely to be hospitalized or die because of COVID-19. Get your COVID-19 vaccinations if you haven't yet, and your booster if you're eligible. Additional ways you can slow the spread: stay home if you're sick, call your doctor, get tested, wear a mask in indoor public places, and wash your hands.
Back inside Dwyer Arena as we are through 20 minutes of play with the Bentley Falcons leading 1-0 over the Purple Eagles. Let's take a look at the numbers through 20 minutes of play as the fast stats are brought to you by Toshiba, the official office technology provider of Niagara University Athletics. Shot attempts favor the Falcons 12-7, shots on goal 6-2. in favor of Bentley. Niagara did get in front of 5 of those Falcon attempts. Niagara wins 11 of the 21 faceoffs that occurred. The lone power play went to the Purple Eagles. They came up empty-handed, going 0 for 1 with no shots on goal during that 2-minute minor penalty. Take a look at the face-off leaders. Winkleman was 3-1, as was Lucas Van Roboys. And then Nilsson was 4-2 for Niagara. Ryan Cox 3-3. Atlantic hockey action on your screens. RIT looking to avenge last night's loss to AIC as the Yellow Jackets knocked off the Tigers 7-0. Tigers with 3 goals in the first in a close game there. Holy Cross and Sacred Heart set to get things going in about 15 minutes. Army leading Mercyhurst 3-1 after the Lakers won last night 4-0 at West Point. Air Force and Canisius 7 o'clock start downtown Buffalo in a game that is very interesting to both of these teams. Let's get you the highlights from that opening period of play, as it featured a lot of physical play and only 1 goal. Other than that, the offense was limited. It all occurred on this play right here, as Van Roboys would try to jam it home and went off the Niagara defenseman into that. From there, it was all about physicalities. You see Rancliffe with a hit on Linnell. The 10th here that Beltry was able to make the left pad save on. Ott would try making his way to the forehand, and then a good pass to Herman across, but Grabko was able to stick with the play. Purple Eagles again with 5 shot blocks in the first. Jordan Wishman had that terrific hit and 1 shot block to go along with it. Harper had 2 block shots that paced everyone on the ice, including a good hit there against Sato. Rodney with the goal yesterday trying to get to Ott, who had 2 of them. That was the penalty against Linnell. It was maybe a good penalty because Ott was in a good scoring position, and the Purple Eagles power play was unable to make him pay. The Falcons would try to get things going from out high on the point, which a lot of their offense flows through, but Niagara very tight to those point men trying to take away the lanes. Gorsak would take this to the front of the net, forehandle on the ice, couldn't get it to go. Harper would be denied by Grabko, and then Linnell on the other end harassed just enough by Harper to deny him on that breakaway chance. Quick shot towards the end of the period that Beltry was able to handle, and there's Rodney with a key shot block. The closeout, period 1, that's in the books. Period 2, just about ready to get things going. A little patchwork on the ice at center ice along the boards between the 2 benches, as the water bottles making an appearance. Looks like they have that all cleaned up, ready to go. It'll be Ott, Gorsak, and let's see if it's going to be Rodney. It will be. To get things going here in period number 2. Zielinski feeds it forward. That glance off a player, so no icing. Ott out high for Zielinski along the line. On his backhand for Rodney. Rodney turns, fires, doesn't get through. Falcons get it up ahead for Pearson. We'll send one in deep. Around the boards it goes with some speed. Wishman will send it back in the other direction. Tied up in the corner. On the forecheck there is Pearson working it free. Wishman will be the first to arrive. Work it forward. Ott sends it in. Will peel off on a change. Falcons, Lombardozzi, long pass for Pearson. It's onside. Centering pass and a move to the forehand, but Hamlet couldn't get the shot off. Now Pinio chips it by, unable to get there first. Lombardozzi's there as he sends it around the end boards. Pearson didn't see it. Stanley trying to work it free, but it's going to be taken by Bentley's Patera and cleared. So the captain for the Purple Eagles, all-time leader in games played for the Niagara program, will send it in deep. He's appeared in 152 now. Falcons able to carry it up ice. In over the line. And Roboys denied that centering pass as it's tied up below the goal line. Out high to the point. Roswell will throw one towards the goal. Penalty coming up to Niagara, as it'll be Herman who will go for either interference or cross-check. It will be the cross-check. And Zach Herman will find himself in the penalty box. First penalty the Purple Eagles have taken here this afternoon, evening. Bentley's power play, which has been a weapon this season, will get its first crack at it here today and look to try to double up on their 1-0 advantage. Faceoff will be to the left of the Niagara net. Purple Eagles control, and Wishman will send it the length of the ice to get the penalty kill off to a good start. Navarro, long stretch pass. Hamlet gains the line and sends it in deep. Zielinski with the chance to take a peek up ice, and he'll fire it down the ice. First 25 gone of this power play after a few clears by the Purple Eagles penalty kill as makes changes. Krzyzewski will now give it a go. On the near wing, fires cross ice, intercepted by Pinio, and he was looking to make a break. Lombardozzi came over to throw a check, but Pinio was still able to send it all the way down into the Falcon end. Krzyzewski on the near wing, trying to get low in the corner. Takes an awkward angle shot. Belcher the save. Rebounds free. Hamlet can't get it to the goal. And Niagara clears again. The forwards hustling to make changes here with the long change in the second period. Summer and Gorsak come out as Gorsak deflects that pass into his own end. Ends up in the corner. Rutherford fires across the line to Maine on his backhand. Now back to the point for Rutherford. Rutherford leaves it. Pass across the line, but a good stick by Gorsak will knock that one out to the neutral zone. Maine with speed as he enters the zone. Gives way to Kotze, who fires it around the end boards out the other side. Marisiuk will send it back where it came from. Maine out high along the line. Kotze, half wall, quick shot. Harper got in the lane. Rutherford picks it up back to the point. Marisiuk back to Rutherford. Looking for the redirect, but Veltri with the right pad save, and the Purple Eagles are able to clear the zone with 10 seconds remaining. Quickly played ahead by Grabko. Kotze looking in front. Harper was there to defend. Now a bouncing puck. Kotze looking to attack. Wraparound chance. Veltri gets to the post. He covers up as Niagara returns to full strength with 16:19 on the clock. Solid penalty kill by the Purple Eagles. Conceded a couple shots, but nothing you would put in the grade A chance. Veltri did come up with one really nice right pad save during that process. As you get a look at the Niagara junior goaltender. Some debris on the ice that had to be picked up. That's the slight delay. Now we're ready to roll with Nilsson to take this draw against Winkleman to the left of Chad Veltri. Wishman will play this to the near wing. Nemofsky is content to clear the zone. Oswald to the far side. Linnell will chip one in. Winkleman steals it behind the net. Tried a centering pass, but Wishman got there to block it. Roswell to Walcom. He has it stolen away. Nilsson lost control in the neutral zone. Turned in the other direction by Hodgson for Winkleman. Wishman steals it away and leaves it in the corner. Zielinski pokes it ahead. Nilsson with this far reach is able to clear the zone. Nemofsky to Zielinski, 2-on-1 developing with Radcliffe. Shoots and scores! Zielinski with the little look to the left. Got Grabko moving early, and he finds the 5-hole to even things up at one. Jack Zielinski's first goal of the year evens things up. Perfectly executed break down the ice by the Purple Eagles led to the odd man rush. As it develops here, Nemofsky will draw an assist on the play, as will Nilsson, as Zielinski goes along the ice, and he's able to tie things up. Off the ensuing draw, the Falcons will send it in deep. Cox works it free. Stanley will send it in deep. Summer works it into empty corner. Taken by Scott, not cleared as Stanley kept it in, but just momentarily. Pomeroy will now throw it back in. Stanley in on the forecheck. Maine comes over to put him into the boards before either one had the puck. Stanley now trying to kick it free. He's sent to the ice. Now Stanley gets buried again, but he's right back on his skates. Works it to the point. Misak, Herman, his one-timer deflects off a leg wide of the net. Now Stanley down low, and he's going to get a penalty for tripping as Maine went down in the offensive zone, and now some words being exchanged between John Hill and some Falcons players. But it'll be Bentley that heads back to the power play. Their second of the period. As we'll get a look at the call here. You see Stanley trying to get that puck free, but got the stick in the skates. An offensive zone penalty, those are the tough ones to take. As Stanley will sit 2 or less. Had a real effective shift up until that point, did Brendan Stanley on the forecheck. Now the Niagara penalty kill, which was perfect in the last one, will have to go at it again. And they started off with a good face-off win by Pinio and a clearing by Zielinski. Krzyzewski greeted at the Niagara line by Zielinski. Lombardozzi keeps it in. Hamlet sets it in behind the net. Now they come into the circle, skated out high. Down low for Hamlet behind the Niagara net. Krzyzewski to Lombardozzi across the line. Bavaro winds up with the blast, but Pinio got over, got the stick in position, deflects it into the mesh. As Drew Bavaro, watch the backswing on this one. Reminds me a little bit of PK Subban's release with that high backswing, and he can muster some velocity, can Drew, on those. Off the draw, Herman unable to clear, but the second opportunity will provide an opening and force the Falcons to regroup in behind their own goal. Pass for Hamlet. That one's broken up by Harper, and Summer will finish the job of clearing the zone. 1 minute gone on this Falcon power play. Krzyzewski will carry in on the near wing. Cross-ice feed. Up for grabs. Hamlet's able to win it, but Herman cuts off the pass along the boards. Cox trying to work it free for Gorsak. Can't do so. Falcons keep it in. Lombardozzi, quick shot. That one goes wide. Cox trying to work it out. The puck was stepped on by Herman. It caused him to go down to the ice. Harper trying to pin it along the boards. It comes back to the point along the line. Lombardozzi fakes his shot. Gives it to the corner. Krzyzewski scanning the ice. Lombardozzi across the line. It goes to Bavaro. Bavaro for Krzyzewski, who's in front of him. He catches up to it with the shot. Belchi greets it with the pads. 20 seconds left to go in the man advantage. It's tied up below the goal line. Along the boards, Herman finally gets it free, and down the gut it goes. Grabko looking to catch the Niagara penalty kill, changing, elects to hold on to that one. This Niagara set to return to full strength in the next 2 seconds. Maine gains the Niagara line. He's greeted by Zielinski's shoulder. Put his man down to the ice, and Niagara clears. This one won't have enough steam for icing as play carries on. Stanley rushes to the bench for a change as Roswell's pass intercepted. Off the boards. Over. Grabko will play it away from Hill. Kotze will touch up, and there's a penalty coming up as Bentley will be shorthanded now as Van Roboys heads to the box. 2 minutes for splashing. So now it's the Niagara power play. During that penalty, Niagara very effective, and then Zielinski comes over and wipes out his man along the boards. Purple Eagles power plays, you get another reverse look. 0 for 1 so far today with no shots on goal. Marisiak able to cut off Nilsson at the pass as they were trying to go forward with the Purple Eagles. Falcons read that one and send it the length of the ice. Nomovsky on the near wing, puts on the brakes. Back to the point, Misak. Now Nomovsky out high. Nomovsky into the corner for Cox. Cox, Marisiak, very aggressive in the corner. Nilsson trying to get it back to the point. And you see that penalty kill of the Falcons had 3 players along the near wing to try to steal that one away, and they did just that. Now they get another steal, but Summers able to retrieve it and recover in time. Nomovsky Looking for Summer. It gets there. Summer tried roofing that one. The net's off its pegs. And it might have been closer because of the way the net went off than Summer may have had that slight opening. As we'll take a look. Oh, so close, but it's definitely on the outside of the net as it caught the metal bar. Minute 10 left to work with. As Pinio, Odd, and Rodney come out. Harper and Herman working the back end. Waiting for the net to get fixed, as that's a terrific look. From the corner camera. Gage is under control there today. Let's get a good look there of Nicholas Grabko, a sophomore out of Illinois. Comes to Bentley via the Green Bay Gamblers out of the USHL. Niagara controls the draw. Rodney, look at that. Look at the aggression of the Falcon penalty kill. 2 players out high, and they're able to clear the zone. Veltri forced to play it away. Harper with Sato. He has great speed, and he's tenacious as he rushes back to get into the defensive zone. Pinio will send it in deep. Grabko out to play it. Ott got his stick on that one, lost his lumber. Now he gets it back up. Roswell greeted by Rodney into the boards. Clearing chance. Harper had it jump his stick, and he'll have to regroup at center ice. Half minute remaining in the man advantage. Harper will send it in deep. Grabko will play this one around the glass. Pinio gets tight to the glass to keep it in. It was sitting on the rail for a second there. Roswell and Rodney introduce themselves to each other again as the hit's there, and the Falcons are able to clear. Only 10 seconds now left in the slashing minor. 10.5 left to go in the second period. We're tied at 1 as Bentley returns to full strength. Gorsak deflects it in deep with a legal stick, so play carries on. Tied up in the corner. Maine trying to inch his way forward. Hill's there with Gorsak. Gorsak tried a centering pass, couldn't connect. Hill to the wing. Zielinski's quick release. Grabko ready with the stick on that. Ranclev in the high slot. Turns, fires, scores! Carter Ranclev back-to-back games for the sophomore. His 3rd of the season gives Niagara the 2-1 lead. Niagara did a good job of keeping the pressure on. Tried multiple shots on that pressure, and you can see it ends up where Ranclev curls into the slot and fires into the far corner on the stick side. Took a bit of a hop off the ice possibly and lose Grabko. Niagara's 2nd goal of the period, and they've taken the lead as we're just over halfway through this middle frame. Zielinski whistles one wide, the goal from the neutral zone. Arisiak will clear it all the way down the ice, and Zielinski's there to get the icing call. Niagara will take the offensive faceoff. So Niagara here in the second period got a goal from Zielinski on a 2-on-1 to tie things up at 1. And now Ranclev gets them out in front. Face-off won by Cox. Misak will throw it in down low. Blocked in the circle. Arisiak will take over. Chips it into the Niagara end. Misak for Hill. Couldn't control. Pearson throws one at Veltri, who steers it aside. Now Pearson's tied up with Misak behind the Niagara net. Squirts free to Cox. Looking for an outlet. Hamlet closed the door. It's kept in by the Falcons. High slot, quick shot. Veltri the save. Rebounds in the corner. Pearson sends it down low. Hamlet has it again. Out to the point. Kept in there along the line. Hodgson has it. Will send it back down low. Hits the side of the net off the end boards. Now back to the point again. Hodgson across the line again. Big wind up. It's a slap pass to the near side. Pearson denied by Veltri. Then a centering pass is taken away by Hill. Summer will ease one in. Icing waved off after Summer took a rough ride along the boards. Bavaro will carry into the Niagara end. Bavaro in the corner. Herman comes over and knock it away. Bavaro had a chance at a centering pass, but Niagara defended that as well. Stolen away. Sato looking backdoor, and it's deflected wide of the net on that opportunity. It was Rutherford who was on the back end of that. Kindrachuk will leave it for Pinio on the forehand. Pinio, top of the circle, fires. That one's blocked by Roswell. Sato gains the Niagara line. Looking out high in the middle of the ice. Quick shot. Beltry the save, and it goes in the corner. Herman off the boards, high in the air, and it ends up catching the mesh, or did he go over the glass? Either way, it's a stoppage of play with the face-off coming up at the Niagara end. Niagara, 2 goals here in the second, including this last one by Carter Rancliffe, as he's got the fist pump to give Niagara out in front 2-1.
Can't make the game?
Crossover. Oh, he's hit. Ruddy to the floor and buried the triple.
Subscribe to the Purple Eagles on YouTube for all of the Purple Eagles content you'd need. Visit www.youtube.com/NiagaraPE to subscribe today.
A career in professional baseball, football, or hockey, sport brand advertising, or collegiate athletics administration is within your sights with an undergraduate or graduate degree in sport management from Niagara University. Learn more at niagara.edu.
As you get a look at the fun occurring in the stands here at Dwyer Arena, Purple Eagles will have a defensive zone draw as Monty's joined the group as well. Faceoff will be to the right of Veltri. Pinio and Winkleman will be the participants. Monty doesn't need any music to have a rhythm. Look at him go. Just going to improvise. Getting ready to return from this break. As now the 2 centers will approach the dot. Winkleman will get the initial warning. Quick shot by Linnell goes wide on the short side. Hill will play it in behind his own goal. Gets knocked down there. Maine on the pinch, can't keep it in. Linnell's covering defensively to get it to Roswell. His pass is deflected deep into the Niagara end. Zielinski working it forward, looking for Gautier. Can't connect there. It'll be sent in deep by Walcom, and Veltry's going to put the glove on that one. Didn't like Linnell and Walcom closing in closely. Looking around the crowd, got a lot of support between the athletic clubs and Niagara leadership in attendance here today. You'd hate to sit behind Monty, wouldn't you? That would be my luck. I would get the seat right behind where Monty decided to go. In the neutral zone, Cox trying to work it forward, but it's taken away. Kotze will lift one high in the air. Icing waved off as Harper plays it into the opposite corner for Herman. Pass too far for Summer, deflected towards the goal, but it'll end up in the meshes. Lombardozzi threw one towards the net, and he had a player in front in Van Roboys, but the deflection missed. As the deflection goes out of play. Shane Ott will come out to take this draw. He had a pair in last night's game, gives him 6 goals on the season for the freshman out of Colorado. Off the draw, quick shot. Orisiak flubbed one towards the goal that Veltri dropped for a half beat there, but he's able to find the handle in time before any damage was done. get the look. It just bounced away, but Veltri able to stick with it. Niagara's going to switch up all 5 players for this defensive zone draw. Van Roboys wins it cleanly, but a good block by Namovsky. As they were able to work it free to Patera, but Niagara closed the lane down in a hurry. Namovsky gets by 1 with the shot. Grabko the save, backhand, they score! Radcliffe threw the initial shot on goal. Nilsson was there to bury the rebound. The 3rd goal for the Purple Eagles in this 2nd period, and they lead 3-1. It was a good read by Radcliffe on the bad angle as he threw it low to the far corner, and Nilsson put it into the net, but now we're going to have a review. The officials have made their way to the scorer's area, so nothing official yet on what would be the 8th goal of the year for Nilsson. So we'll see exactly what they're challenging. I do not think it's going to anything to do with offside because none of the linesmen are in the scorer's area. It's both referees. So maybe we're looking at goaltender interference or if a net came off. There's the shot, the rebound. Did he kick it in? That he turned his skates. I can't see that being a kicking motion, though. And that's the distinction. Was it a kicking motion? It definitely appears to go off Nilsson's skate, but it doesn't appear that he was kicking. It looks like he just did the ice hockey stop and put it into the net. As both teams anxiously await this announcement in what is a big point in this game. Niagara hoping to have a 2-goal advantage when the referees emerge from the box, and they do. Let's get a clear look at this one. There's the backhand, the rebound, and Nilsson with the shin pad puts it home. Goal number 8 for Albin. Radcliffe's 2nd point of the game, his 1st assist of the year. Niagara very opportunistic last night with their 6 goals on 22 shots. One of them went into the empty net. Right now they have 3 goals on an unofficial total of 7 shots. Wishman will chip it to the far wing. Pinio can't escape the zone, but Zielinski will clear the zone. This one's going to be blown dead as an offside. Namovsky will draw another helper on that Nilsson goal. Namovsky had 3 points last night, all assists. He's now up to 14 on the season, 20-point mark for Ryan Namovsky. As the addition of Carter Radcliffe to this line has yielded some good results for the Purple Eagles in the last few series. Summer behind his own goal. Works it to Harper. Purple Eagles, this is the 5th game of a 5-game homestand. They won't travel far in the next game, and then they'll be right back here for 2 in a row. As Gaudier's deflection goes just wide of the goal. Krzyzewski crunched along the glass by Gaudier, but he gets it free for Bavaro. Bavaro in over the line. Bavaro a move to the slot. Quick shot. Veltri with the blocker save. This one stays in play in the corner. Herman helps that one along to Gaudier. He was looking for an outlet pass to Cox, but well behind him, so icing is the call. 5:33 left to go here in period number 2. Officially, shots on goal read 13-7 in favor of Bentley. Falcons have this offensive zone draw that Scott will take against Cox. Cox able to win it back to Harper around the boards. Summer ties up with his man Roswell there. Herman comes over to help out. High in the air and out. Let's see if it ends up being icing again. It does not, despite the puck being on end and rolling. Purple Eagles hustling to make changes. Herman stays out there to defend the outlet pass along the near wing. Scott has it knocked off his stick by Gorsak. Gorsak on the half wall shoots. Grabko the save. Rebound to the corner. Misak, his shot deflects. Grabko, a little bit of a shove to Gorsak. Doesn't like the traffic in his crease area. Now the two will have a little bit of a chat. As we're just under 5 minutes left, here's Gorsak firing low into the outside. Grabko that time able to get a good control of the rebound and put it to the far wing boards. Ott to take this face off against Winkleman. Falcons control. Lombardozzi on the near wing will clear the zone. Misak quickly in the other direction for Ott, who will lift it into the corner. Lombardozzi has his pass hit a stick. Ott tried teeing it up for Rodney. Two couldn't connect. Bentley in the other direction with Winkleman. Winkleman cross-ice feed just ahead of Risiak. He then winds up with the shot. That one misses. Linnell will send it back down low. Pomeroy has his man crunched into the glass. The Falcon bench looking for a penalty, but none forthcoming. In behind the net, Walcom. Centering pass doesn't connect. Ott takes over. Ott eases one in, but he did it from the wrong side of the red line. But then they played Ott and waved off icing. But Hodgson didn't hear the call that icing was waved off. Now Ott's at the bottom of that pile with the puck. Radcliffe's doing all he can to work it free. Getting messy in below the goal line with those 5 players tangled up. Now it'll be Arisiak who calms the game down and sends it in deep. Under 4 minutes left to go in the second. Niagara leading 3-1. Wishman will work it into the corner. Radcliffe gives it back to him. Wishman, tight quarters, is able to work it free. Nilsson will take over in the neutral zone and send one in. Oh, it was Van Roboys who was looking for a hit on Nilsson, and Nilsson is hurt. Nilsson's right leg buckled on the hit that Van Roboys threw at him, and Brandon Stanley didn't appreciate that much, and he's going to have a word with the center from Bentley as the Niagara bench anxiously looks on as Albin Nilsson, the latest goal scorer, clutched at that leg. Initially on the play, there was no penalty call. As we'll take a look at the hit that comes in Nilsson's direction. Here's Van Roboys. Ooh. As Nilsson was trying to dip under, all the weight of Van Roboys went on the back of the Niagara forward, and the legs crunched into the end boards. And I mentioned how this Nilsson, Domofsky, Radcliffe line's been clicking on all cylinders, and a tough scene right now as Nilsson receives assistance as he makes his way down the hall, and Scott Master Batista, the team trainer, will take a look at him, and hopefully everything's all right. So as the teams gather themselves following that injury on the hit, Van Roboys has been waiting at the dot outside his own blue line for a while there, but got to imagine right now he's public enemy number 1 if you're in white, but you got to keep your mind on the task at hand, which is finishing out this next 3:26 with your 2-goal lead intact. That one caught to Brower in the blocker as he makes his first save of the night on the bench. So we'll have a whistle and a face-off coming up. Chris Harper, the captain of this Purple Eagles squad. This is game number 153 now, as he's made 152 official appearances, a program record. Herman back after it. Plays it to the far wing. Pinio pinned there. Back to the point for the Falcons. Kept in the line. Nifty move by Bavaro. Looking for Maine, but it was just out of his reach. Maine down low on the play. Herman squeezes him off the puck to find Stanley. Stanley tried leaving it for Hill, who picks it up at his own line. Gets it as far as the blue line to Pinio in the corner. Tries banking one out front. It caught the side of the net. Herman takes over. Herman, his shot catches the stick of Bavaro and sails into the mesh. As Hill, another chat with Grabko, and then Navarro, obviously taking exception to that, comes over to try to clear Hill out. And John Hill is not shy about exchanging the pleasantries on the ice. You'll find him in the mix usually. Purple Eagles send out Cox along with Summer and Gauthier for this offensive zone draw. It'll be Gashesky to take it for the Falcons. Back to the point, Pomeroy. Long shot blocked as Pearson got out to take the lane away. Sent down low. Lombardozzi has Summer tied up. Now comes free to Gauthier. Gauthier tied up by Aricia. Works free, and it's sent up the middle of the ice and out. Cox is offside, so Niagara has to tag up. Pearson deflects it in deep as Pomeroy puts a shoulder into him in the neutral zone. Misak throws it on the backhand, stolen away, but Niagara recovers in time as Cox gets it back and leads the rush up ice. Chips it into the corner. Rancliffe firing in there. Tied up by Hodgson around the boards. Nemovsky's there. Nemovsky in the corner. Shovels for Rancliffe. Pinio comes out as he'll play center. A big save there by Grabko. Wishman will send it in down low. As Niagara had a good look on that one. Then Nemovsky gets wiped out as Grabko has not been shy about throwing some mitts in his crease area. Quickly the Falcons, and ripping that one wide was Bavaro as he was looking to go stick side. He has it back again. The windup, the fire blocked by Gorsak. Still in the Niagara end. Scott chips it in behind the net, but Zielinski will take over for the Purple Eagles. A minute 15 to work with. Pinio for Gorsak. He'll send it in. Grabko leaves it behind the net for Bavaro. Falcons will clear the zone. Harper. Pinio leaves it for Gorsak, but it's taken the other direction by Patera. Or excuse me, it's Rutherford. Scott unable to advance it. Veltri missed with his poke check as it settles in behind the Niagara net. Harper loses control. He was looking for a hooking call as he was interfered with. Play carries on. 43 seconds as it goes back to the point. Roswell gets it to settle across the line for Maine. Beside the net, centering pass. Rutherford actually ended up with the shot, but Veltri was ready for it, and Gorsak clears the zone on the rebound. 30 seconds left as Scott brings it back into the Niagara end. Across it goes to Maine. Maine's quick shot. That one sails wide of the goal. Rutherford back to the point. Winkleman sends it back in down low to him. Rutherford trying to get it to settle, loses control there, and now the Purple Eagles in Summer will clear the zone. Ott charging after the bouncing puck. Grabko comes out and clears it away from Ott just in the nick of time. He cleared it towards the Purple Eagle bench. Bentley shouting for too many men. Won't get it. The final seconds will run off the clock as the horn sounds. 000 go up. A very successful 20 minutes of play for the Purple Eagles as they strike thrice in that second period. They have a little bit of concern with their teammate, Albin Nilsson, who had to be helped out to the room. But in terms of the results on the ice, couldn't ask for a better second period of play and a response to that first period in which the Falcons absolutely smothered Niagara. We'll take a quick break, be back with the second intermission report, highlights, stats, and of course a trip around the out-of-town scoreboard. It's all coming up next. We're through 40 minutes of play. 3-1 Niagara on the Niagara Sports Network.
When you come to Niagara University, you don't just evolve academically. My transformation here has been huge. I'm serving others now, and it's really helped me see my purpose. Niagara University really helped bring out that side of me.
Want to advance your career on your schedule? Now you can with Niagara University's new MBA Your Way program. Choose from innovative concentrations and evening, weekend, and online courses. Learn more about earning an MBA Your Way from Niagara University at mba.niagara.edu.
They'll play this when I run for president in 2032. I graduated from Niagara University in 2019. I studied international studies and political science. I am so excited and so filled with confidence that I'm leaving Niagara University to go to Georgetown Law School. That was my first choice law school, and honestly, there was never any insecurity about me getting in because my professors really helped me build this confidence within myself that I could do it. When I initially came in, I was a shy freshman. I didn't really want to get involved. but the sense of community on campus, it really pushes you and engages you, and that really helped me build as a more confident student and individual.
I'm Audrey Fithall, and I am a psychology major. Coming to Niagara all the way from Australia, basically my parents shipped me off on a flight, see you in 8 months, was pretty scary, but I think that Niagara, being a small school and a community, I had my team as my family, but then the broader Niagara community automatically became my family, whether it was seeing people in galley every day or like passing the same faces. I don't think every school has the ability to do that, but that's something that Niagara has done for me the past 3 years.
Care is built into the culture at Niagara University. I really see it in all the professors here. How are you not going to approach teaching that way when the university at its core is about caring and compassion?
That you're a sophomore and what you're studying, okay?
Coming into college, I knew I wanted to do something in the sciences. That always just was something that came natural to me and something that I always felt comfortable doing. Having the opportunity to do research in my freshman year really confirmed that biochemistry is just something that I love and that I want to keep doing. Being able to sit down with my advisor and him taking the time to really go over every little detail and answer every single question I had really gave me the clarity to where I needed to get to. In every single class, all the professors really give each student the attention that they need. And honestly, without them, I would not be where I am today. I am definitely not the same Victoria that came in fall of freshman year. It wasn't until I had the opportunity to do research my freshman year that I knew biochemistry was for me. Having that experience early on gave me the clarity that I needed.
This is Johnny Gaudreau, former Boston College Eagle. I played college hockey, as did 80% of the Americans in the NHL. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey.
This is Dan Staplin, the Public Health Director for Niagara County. Vaccination is a simple, safe, and effective way of protecting people against harmful diseases before they come into contact with them. Vaccinated people are less likely to be hospitalized or die because of COVID-19. Get your COVID-19 vaccinations if you haven't yet, and your booster if you're eligible. Additional ways you can slow the spread: stay home if you're sick, call your doctor, get tested, wear a mask in indoor public places, and wash your hands.
You're getting a look at Dwyer Arena and part of the campus here at Niagara University that's known as the Apartments, as the Purple Eagles leading the Bentley Falcons after 2 periods of play, 3-1. I'm Frank Hill. Thank you for tuning in to another presentation of Purple Eagles Athletics. We welcome you to this second intermission report. The Purple Eagles second intermission report is brought to you by Intense Milk. Refuel, replenish, recover. Plenty to see in that second period of play. We'll go back and revisit those moments now as Niagara really putting on the pressure during that second period, finding their offensive ways as they started getting rubber towards the net, trying to fire on. As you see a big save by Veltri with the left pad on that attempt. And then the Purple Eagles able to clear out the front of the goal. The Falcons would continue to pressure, but Veltri able to find that one through traffic, gets to the post to make the save on that one as he was tested off. And then Zielinski on a 2-on-1 break would use Radcliffe as a distraction and slide one home for his first of the season. And it would tie things at 1. Purple Eagles would continue to just try to get shots on goal. That strategy worked out well while also taking away the shooting lanes of the Falcons when possible. As they got high to the point, Krzyzewski would be denied by Veltri on that attempt. Zielinski would start throwing his weight around on the penalty kill. Summer tried going high short side but was denied. That physical play would continue. Radcliffe would snap one home into the lower far corner. Back-to-back games with goals for Carter Radcliffe, as that was his third of the season. Bavaro would make a nice pass to the side of the net for Pearson, but he hit the side of the goal while he had an opening. Sato would then go backdoor for Rutherford. That one would sail wide. Veltri would make the save on Pearson. And then Radcliffe with the backhand towards the goal. Nilsson would redirect it into the back of the net for his 8th of the season as it went off his shin pad and in. The physical stuff would continue later on in the period as Albin Nilsson was escorted to the locker room during that second period. There's the scoring summary. I'll give you some numbers to go along with that. Zielinski's first, Namowski's 14th assist of the year. Carter Radcliffe's third from Wishman, his 4th assist. Gorsak gets the secondary helper. That's number 4 for him as well. Nilsson, goal number 8 from Radcliffe, his first assist. Ryan Namowski, assist number 5 this weekend. He's up to 15 on the year. We'll be back with more information, a lot more information when we come back during this Purple Eagles second intermission report as you're watching and listening to Purple Eagles hockey on the Niagara Sports Network.
Can't make the game?
Crossover. Oh, he's hit. Ruddy to the floor and buried the triple.
Subscribe to the Purple Eagles on YouTube for all of the Purple Eagles content you'd need. Visit www.youtube.com/NiagaraPE to subscribe today.
A career in professional baseball, football, or hockey, sport brand advertising, or collegiate athletics administration is within your sights with an undergraduate or graduate degree in sport management from Niagara University. Learn more at niagara.edu.
Jason Zucker, former Denver Pioneer. I played college hockey, as did 80% of the Americans in the NHL. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey.
We're in the second intermission between the Bentley Falcons and the Niagara University Purple Eagles as Niagara leads 3-1 after those 40 minutes of play. Let's take a look at some of the numbers through this one as the fast stats are brought to you by Toshiba, the official office technology provider of Niagara University Athletics. Shot attempts favor the Falcons 35-22. Shots on goal officially 14-10. You can see both teams coming up with a number of blocks. Niagara has 11 as the block shots are throughout the lineup, but leading the way is Zielinski and Harper with 2 apiece. The Falcons have blocked 7. Niagara, a good period in the faceoff circle. They've taken the advantage in that statistic as they won 22 of 42. Each team is goalless on the power play. Niagara 0 for 2 with no shots. Bentley 0 for 2 with 3 shots on goal. And looking at those faceoffs, Lucas Van Roboys has won 7 of the 9 he's participated in. Winkleman 5 and 2 on the day for the Purple Eagles. 7 and 6 for Ryan Cox. Albin Nilsson 6 and 3. You're looking at the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Niagara Falls Memorial Medical Center. Exceptional care, exceptionally close. Busy weekend in Atlantic hockey. AIC leading RIT 4-3 as they look for the weekend sweep. Sacred Heart and Holy Cross in the first period scoreless after Holy Cross upended the Pioneers last night. Army officially defeats the Lakers 5-1 to earn the weekend split. And Air Force and Canisius set to face off at 7 o'clock at Harbor Center, downtown Buffalo, which will be the location of the next Purple Eagles broadcast as they will take on Canisius next week in a home-and-home. Let's check in on the Atlantic hockey standings and how really close it is, and every game matters. AIC with a nice buffer up top. They're at 44, but after that, you're within 1 game of the next person below you or above you. There's no one getting around it. Bentley with 31, RIT 30. You see Army at 28. They're going to bump that total up to 31 with today's victory. Air Force looking to get closer to Canisius when they tangle. And there's the Pioneers and Purple Eagles locked at 26. Again, you're looking to get into the top 6 and earn yourself an automatic bid into the quarterfinals as tournament time is just 4 weeks. You heard me, 4 weeks away as this regular season is running through quick. You know what else is going quick? The second intermission, and that's good news. That means the third period's coming up in just a moment or so when we come back. There you go. You're on camera. Enjoy it on the Niagara Sports Network.
We are busybodies. From dawn to dusk. From the earliest age to much later in life. And every age in between. UBMD Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Dedicated to keeping busybodies busy.
Every stitch has a story. Every product has a purpose. And every company has a brand. From the drawing board, the boardroom, to the field. Custom, quality, on time. Everyone is a customer. Everything you need is right here. AdPro Sports, your branded merchandise solution.
This is Dan Staplin, the Public Health Director for Niagara County. Vaccination is a simple, safe, and effective way of protecting people against harmful diseases before they come into contact with them. Vaccinated people are less likely to be hospitalized or die because of COVID-19. Get your COVID-19 vaccinations if you haven't yet, and your booster if you're eligible. Additional ways you can slow the spread: stay home if you're sick, call your doctor, get tested, wear a mask in indoor public places, and wash your hands.
We're inside Dwyer Arena here in Lewiston, New York, as we're quickly approaching the third period of play between the Purple Eagles and Bentley Falcons. Bentley took the early lead 54 seconds into the first when Van Roboys struck. Purple Eagles 4-3 in the second frame to take this advantage in onto the ice as they've made their way out of the locker room. Keep a lookout for number 9, see if he's able to return. That'd be terrific news for the Purple Eagles, considering how ugly that shot, that hit looked like. Again, it was not an illegal hit. It was just an unfortunate set of circumstances that led to Nilsson crashing into the wall awkwardly. And taking a scan of the bench, did not see him come out with this group. So we'll see what comes of that and for the future of the regular season. But right now, the Purple Eagles' task is winning this next 20 minutes to try to get themselves a weekend sweep. You can see Nick Repko getting ready for this third period of action, as he will be to our left. Niagara going from right to left in this third period of play. The penalty boxes are empty to get the third period started. Gorsak and Rodney, the forward line. Zielinski and Wishman on the back end. Krzyzewski to take the draw for the Falcons. He's joined by Hamlet and Pearson. And on the back end, it's Hodson and Bavaro. And it's Bavaro who has it off the face-off win as we get things going. Gorsak will throw it into the Falcons' end of the ice. Pearson deflects one out to center ice. Zielinski throws it right back in. Hodson tried leaving it for Bavaro. He'll catch up to it in the corner. Bavaro trying to find space. A good move into the Niagara end. Quick shot. Veltri fights it off with the glove on the short side. Wishman will ease one up the boards. Not out of the zone. Zielinski unable to carry it out as well. Wishman's there in support. He'll bring it back around the net. And now he'll launch it up the near wing and out. Gorsak will throw one in deep. Wholesale change minus Gorsak. As Niagara gets some fresh skaters out there. Long pass deflects, so no icing as Harper goes back to collect. Herman will use the glass to clear to center ice. Falcons, Van Roboys, good pass. Trying to slide it across was Kotze, but a good defensive play that time by Herman. And Herman has it again on his stick as he settles in behind his goal. Niagara, a little bit of a shuffling of the lines minus Nilsson. Pinio has it in the corner, leaves it for Nemovsky. Nemovsky trying to spin away, loses control, but a good check by Gauthier gives it back to Nemovsky as it's tied up in the corner. Gauthier looking back to the point, Herman. Herman walking the line, shooting, doesn't get through as it was knocked down in the slot. Gauthier unable to keep this one in as Kotze was able to clear the zone. Nemovsky will ease one in and head towards the bench. Roswell, greeted by Pinio in the end boards. Pinio has him pinned there. But now it works free for the Falcons. And Rutherford at his own blue line will wind it up. Rutherford with his mates making changes. Gets a very rough ride from Misak. Down to the ice he went as Pomeroy takes over possession in behind the Niagara net. Pomeroy gains the red line. His dump-in was initially blocked, and that threw the timing off enough for a whistle on the offside play. 17:37 left to go here in period number 3 as we get a look at some of the physical play. And Misak, a little bit of a face wash to go along with the hit. As long as it doesn't get called, it's all good. As Ott moves in for this draw. Controlled by the Falcons. Misak will intercept the pass and put it back in the Bentley end. Bavaro will quickly exit his zone and launch one in deep. This will be icing against the Falcons. It looked like it deflected off a Bentley stick in the neutral zone. And that's why the Falcons are contending that this should be in center ice faceoff because it deflected, but they will not win that argument. No changes allowed for the Falcons because of the icing call, but they have a relatively fresh group out there. Scott to take the draw against Ott, and Harrison Scott able to win this one back. Sato able to clear the zone. Zielinski whistles it back in, knocked down, and the Falcons are on the attack. Sato throws it in deep. Wishman leaves it in the corner. Stanley's down low to help out as well. Bouncing puck on the half wall. Lombardozzi's able to work it low. Zielinski for Stanley. Now Wishman will take over on the near wing. He'll throw one forward. Can't connect with Odd. Lombardozzi will take over in his own end. Rutherford tried to pick that pass out of the air, but couldn't do so as Harper works it forward for Rancliffe. Lombardozzi back to retrieve in his own end. Marisiak gives it back to him. Rutherford gains the line. One extra move as the puck came back out and in again, offside the call. Blue Ox Roofing is a proud sponsor of Niagara University Athletics and your local roofing expert. Blue Ox Roofing services all of Western New York, from large commercial projects to small residential repairs. Visit them at blueoxroof.com, or you can reach them at 716-731-6671. Another offside call at the Niagara Blue Line. Shots on goal unofficially 15-11 in favor of Bentley, which is a far, far cry from last night's total. The Purple Eagles finished with 22, and Bentley, I believe the total was 44. Summer, Kindrachuk, and Pinio the forward line, as it's in below the goal line in the Falcon end. Kindrachuk cuts his man off as Roswell loses it to Pinio. Down low for Summer, couldn't control the pass. Maine puts it into the glass. Kindrachuk has it in his skates. Now it pops free to Pinio. Pinio will skate it into the corner. Trying to throw away from Winkleman. Still involved down low. Finally it squirts free. Roswell for Walcom. Walcom looking to carry on, but Harper will poke that one away, and Roswell will regroup at his defensive blue line. And now we'll deflect this one in deep. Harper leaves it in the corner for Herman. Off the glass and out by the Niagara defense. The puck is on the end, and they still wave it off as Hodgson couldn't slow down enough to get that icing call for his group. Now it's Bavaro who takes over. Hamlet will deflect in deep. Nisak, the first to arrive in below the goal line. Bouncing puck gets away from Pearson. Hill will find Cox. Namovsky leaves this one in. He'll head off on a change. Lombardozzi ran it to his own man, but no one in a white sweater was there to take advantage. The Falcons get it into the Niagara zone. Krzyzewski had that one get by. Arisiak keeps it in. Long shot by Lombardozzi. Goes wide, comes out the other side. They score! Lombardozzi's shot went wide, went off the end boards out the other side. And waiting there was Matt Krzyzewski to put it home for his 7th of the year. Bentley's within one. The 6'5" junior from Connecticut able to find the short side on a well-placed missed shot by Lombardozzi. Veltri trying to get back to that near post. But Lombardozzi found just enough room to squeak it by. Or excuse me, it was Krzyzewski who did. Things tighten up again here in the third period. Just under 15 minutes left to go. It's a one-goal game. Van Roboy's in over the line. Kotze's shot is blocked by Zielinski. Another shot. That one steered aside by Veltri. Bouncing puck on the half wall. Kept in by Orisiak. Now Summer a chance to try to get it out. Has his stick chopped, but he does get it over the blue line. Orsak will finish the job of sending it deep into the Falcon end. Quickly, Roswell up ahead for Van Roboys. His pass missed its target. Bentley has to get back onside. They do just that. They go up the far wing as that one's deflected out of play by the Niagara bench area. And that was goal number 7 for Krzyzewski for Matt Lombardozzi, the grad student, now with 8 assists to go along with his 8 goals this season for 16 points. This is career game number 128 for Lombardozzi, and he's really just found his offensive touch this year. He's brought a whole new dimension to his game. Rutherford got a stick on that outlet pass. Allows the Falcons to send it in deep to the Niagara end. Bavaro put in control of that. Radcliffe chasing after it in the corner. Maine leaves in the corner. Pinio will come up with it. Harper on the pinch to keep it low. That one catches the top of the glass and the mesh. So another whistle and another face-off upcoming, but this time in the Bentley end of the rink.
For the latest on stats, score, schedules, and you can also purchase tickets and participate in our trivia games and all the home games. Download it on the App Store or Google Play now.
That'll be Cox, Gautier, and Summer. The forward line. Gautier gets free, tries a shot. That one's blocked into the mesh. So we'll redo the draw to the left of Grabco. Olivier Gautier, left winger on this line with Cox and Summer. Hodgson tied up by Summer, gets it back to Bavaro. Now it's Rutherford. Rutherford, checked by Misak at the Niagara line, gets it back again, but his team's offsides, and now a penalty call as the arm of the referee is up, and the Purple Eagles touched it, which means they are the ones that should be shorthanded on a holding call. And they're going to lose one of their better penalty killers and face-off men as Ryan Cox gets called for holding the stick. As his man tied up in the neutral zone. Might have occurred just a half second before that. Tough call here in the third as the Bentley power play goes to work. But again, a good face-off win by Jason Pinio to get this penalty kill started and allows Niagara to clear it down the ice. Pass up ahead to Flex, plays onside. Bavaro has it at the Niagara line, skates it down low, back out high. Lombardozzi to the top of the circle, one-timer. Veltri finds it with the blocker. Hill, his clearing attempt is denied, kept in the zone. Bavaro in the circle, lets it rip. Wishman might have got a piece of that to block it wide. Gaszewski back to the point. Lombardozzi across the line to Bavaro. Bavaro for Gaszewski, the latest goal scorer. Tries another return pass, but that hit the stick of Pinio, and Hill lets it fly down the length of the ice. Falcons with 1 minute left to go in their power play. Mauricia gains the Niagara zone, chases after it behind the net. He has to contend with Pomeroy and Harper. Pomeroy and Harper win that battle, and Ott clears it down the ice. Now will be Rutherford as he gains the Niagara blue line and sends it in down low. Hadzi sends it around the boards back to Rutherford. Back to the point, Arisiak, a long blast. That hits a stick and flutters over the Niagara net. Pomeroy, a chance to clear, and he's able to do so. Trying to attack and get that puck down the ice. It ends up deflected into the Bentley bench. 25 seconds remaining. And Ryan Cox is holding the stick call. There's Lombardozzi letting that blast go, but Veltri able to find it with the blocker. And Lombardozzi mentioned 8 goals, including one last night. That was his first goal at even strength this season. All other 7 came on this power play. Pinio wins an offensive zone this time, and a long shot sails wide of the net. Bavaro with 15 on the power play. Whips it in deep. Back to the point. Lombardozzi looking for Gaszewski. He gets it to the side of the Niagara goal. Hamblett has it there. Back to the point for Bavaro. Bavaro hearing the stick taps from his netminder, throws it on goal. Veltri the save. Rebound sent down the ice, and it was swiped down the ice before Niagara returned to full strength, so no icing. As we approach 11 minutes left to go here in the third. Bentley trailing by 1. Bavaro gains the Niagara line. On his forehand, quick shot. Veltri the save, and he closes up tight to make sure that one didn't leak out. Save number 15 on the night on that last opportunity. Cox to take the defensive zone draw against Van Roboys. As he's place of Albin Nilsson on this shift as he's flanked by Radcliffe and Namofsky. Roboys greeted by Harper in the corner. Herman gets tripped up. Play carries on. Back to the point, Roswell. Roswell looking. His shot hits the stick of Namofsky and will find the mesh as the Falcons have the net front loaded with players trying to cause all sorts of traffic and chaos by the Niagara net as they look for their equalizer. As the captain of the Falcons makes his way to the bench, Ethan Roswell, a senior from Paradise Valley, Arizona. 4 assists on the year. Purple Eagles win the draw, and Namofsky clears the zone with a little too much gusto, as that'll be icing, despite the efforts of Carter Radcliffe. And I can confirm that Albin Nilsson will not return to this game tonight, as he has been ruled out for the remainder of this one. Face off to the right of Veltri. Warning goes up against Van Roboys. Pinio ties it on the dot, but it comes back to the point. Long shot will sail into the corner. Harper off the glass. Arisiuk flags it down at the blue line. Bouncing puck. Niagara able to clear the defensive zone. Falcons take over at their own line. Now it's sent in deep, but it's shot out of play off the stick of Maine. We'll have another stoppage with 10:13 showing on the clock. Good look at the Niagara bench. As you can see, the top 4 teams on the schedule here in February, including this Bentley series. The home and home at Canisius, home and home against RIT, and then a trip to Massachusetts to take on the top-seeded AIC Yellow Jackets. That's not official as of yet. The way they are playing, it'd be tough to catch them. Well, now, in his skates, gets it free, wraparound attempt, doesn't go for Walcom, back to the point. Guevaro has it. Hill comes out the challenge, slides it across. Hodgson, long shot. Veltri steers it to the glass. Hill settles it down along the near wing. Winkleman back to Bavaro. Bavaro looking for an opening, lets it fly. That went off the stick of Linnell and out of play as he was looking for the redirect. 9:40 left to go here in the third. Bentley has cut the Niagara lead in half. We'll see who's able to prevail in the final parts of this third period when we come back on the Niagara Sports Network.
Provider for Niagara University Athletics. Bedore Tours is a full-service tour and transportation company in Western New York, offering various size vehicles for any function. For your next sporting event, wine tour, reunion, or outing, gather your friends and family and call Bedore Tours for all your transportation needs. Visit them on the web at bedoretours.com.
Whether your air's too hot or your heat's too cold, whether your toilet is running or your pipes are too old, whatever your needs, our certified technicians can help. Give us a call today and we'll come out. J.R. Swanson Plumbing, Heating and Cooling has technicians available 24/7, 365 days per year. We offer free estimates, 0% financing, and a variety of services and service agreements covering both parts and labor. Don't delay. Call your home comfort experts today at 716-283-3802. That's 716-283-3802.
Sorry, I was caught off by the helmet game here inside Dwyer Arena. Choose one. Yes, winners. As you get a look at the Bentley schedule, they have Sacred Heart on the road. They'll take on the Pioneers next week. Then they'll greet Air Force on the 18th and 19th, and then a home and home with Holy Cross to close out their regular season schedule before the playoffs begin. As you get a look at some of the families that make their way into the game, the terrific atmosphere. If you have some young hockey fans and working on a budget, this is the place to be. Affordable fun night out for the group as Niagara takes an icing call. And on cue, it's almost like it was planned. You get your tickets now for any of the winter sports. You call 716-286-TICKS. That's with 2 X's. 8499, the final 4 digits. Wishman off the boards. Bavaro temporarily kept it in, but now Niagara escapes with Hill. Hill into the corner, fending off a couple of Falcons. Now he loses control. Bavaro up the middle of the ice, couldn't connect. Bouncing puck in both directions, brought in by Linnell. Linnell, quick shot, Beltry save, rebounds loose. It goes into the far corner. Hill works it forward to Cox. Cox will clear the zone, and this one has just enough juice to get over the goal line for the icing call. As Linnell takes the shot, the rebound squirts free. And I believe that was Rutherford who cut through and had a chance, but it goes well wide of the goal. Scott versus Cox in the circle. Niagara with a bit of a late switch, but it's allowed as Herman sends it around the end boards off the face-off win by Pinio. Put that one on repeat. He's been terrific in the circle for the Purple Eagles as Pinio. Now the Falcons at their own line. Pinio blocks the pass by Maine. Ends up with Maine again, and he'll locate Rutherford. Rusiak takes a hit from Radcliffe. Herman trying to lead the rush back. He gets wiped out. The referee's arm is high in the air, indicating a penalty call coming up against the Bentley defenseman, holding officially the call as you see the signal made there. It'll be Luke Rusiak who's the guilty party as he brings down Herman in the neutral zone. Niagara's power play. This would be a great time to click. Let's see how they shuffle up the personnel. It'll be Carter Radcliffe that comes into the spot that normally Nielsen would occupy. He's joined by Cox, Namowski, Summer, and Misak. It's tied up in the corner on the draw. Summer catches up to it, and now there's a penalty coming up to Radcliffe. He got tangled up in behind the net with Hodgson. He'll be guilty of interference. Both referees had that one called. So that power play lasted about 11 seconds. We'll skate 4 aside, and that really opens up the ice. And as soon as the change is made, Bavaro hops over the boards, and you see Radcliffe getting in the way of Hodgson, who's trying to pursue Walker Summer. Radcliffe with a goal and assist in this one, but he has to sit 2 minutes or less. 4-on-4 for 1:49. Chance for the Falcons off the draw. That one goes wide as Harper got a stick on it. Herman picks it up in the corner. Leaves it for Harper. Harper for Herman in the corner. As we approach 8 minutes left to go here in the third, Niagara leading 3-2. Hamlet pursuing Harper all over the defensive zone. Now Niagara exits with the pass to Opp, but that doesn't connect cleanly, and they'll have to bring it back. Harper in the corner. Herman sends it to the far wing. Dorsack chops at that one. That one goes into the bench. Good snag made on the far end. Olivia Gautier playing some left field with the glove. Face-off will be outside the Niagara blue line. 7:37 on the clock. Sato to take the draw against Pinio. Pinio wins it back. That sends Wishman all the way back behind his goal. 1 minute left to go in the 4-on-4. Wishman doesn't like what he sees, so he'll stay put where he's at. Now he'll use the near wing and Zielinski. Zielinski lifts one in deep. Summer on the forecheck. Lombardozzi, though, reaches it first. Pinio steals it away. Couldn't get his shot off, though, as he went to the front of the net. Lombardozzi to Roswell. In over the Niagara line, leaves for Rutherford. Rutherford, top of the circle. Veltri reaches up with the glove. Rebounds free. Sato has it on the half wall. Sato scanning the ice, leaves for Roswell. Roswell leaves for Sato. Sato in the high slot. Fires Veltri the save. And he has this rebound gobbled up. 16 more seconds before we will see Luke Rusiak emerge from that penalty box. It'll be a very brief power play for Bentley. around 11 and a half seconds when that occurs. Cox against Van Roboys. Van Roboys wins it back. Main to Bavaro with the blast. Comes back out in front when he missed the target, but no one could come up with it. It's tied up in the slot. Van Roboys on his knees. It comes back to Bavaro. Bavaro looking for a lane. Will get it back to Main. Main to Bavaro. Now's the power play time for the Falcons. Bavaro looking for an avenue. Slides it across the main. In the slot, a quick release. That time by Patera, but Harper blocked it. Sends it down the ice. Rancliffe comes out of the box. We're back to 5-a-side. Shots on goal 22-12 in favor of the Falcons. Niagara leading on the big board 3-2. It's sent in deep as we have 6 minutes left to go here in the third. Misak sends it back into the opposite corner. Pomeroy will pick it up. He'll use the boards to clear. Pass hits a skate and comes to the near wing. Misak clears it back out again. Pinio over for Pomeroy. Pomeroy's going to send this one to Misak in the opposite corner. Hill gets it into the Falcon end of the ice. Then a dangerous pass that time by Lombardozzi. Hits a skate. And now Niagara's able to steal a centering pass, but Namasi couldn't get all of that. Now Grabko missed it, tried the Hasek-like save, but Niagara unable to find the puck. He's without his goal stick, though, as Hill has it behind the net. Hill looking, back to the point it comes, across the line, but it came out over the blue line. Niagara has to regroup. Close call in the Falcon end of the ice. But we remain a one-goal game with 5 left to go in the third. Hamlet will get it inside the Niagara zone, but Wishman quickly takes over. And Zielinski gets it up ahead for Summer, who sends it in deep. Roswell puts on the brakes to get away from Shane Ott. Now he comes out from behind his net. Hodgson had that one skip away from him. But it's the Falcons who are able to work it in deep off the stick of Pearson. This one will catch the glass and then the mesh. Faceoff will be in the Niagara end of the ice with 4:33 now remaining. As you see Hill come sliding in. I mentioned the Hasek-like save, and you'll see the glove come flying around as Grabko is trying to take the bottom of the net around, away from the potential shot. Herman unable to clear as Bavaro keeps it in, but then Hill finishes the job of getting it out over the blue line. Falcons throw one right on Veltri. He'll squeeze that one tight and hang on for the whistle as Scott was approaching his doorstep. Veltri getting a string of starts here. He's been one of their leading men the last 2 seasons as the tournament time is approaching. Of course, 2 years ago, unfortunately, didn't get that crack at the tournament due to the pandemic. Last season guided this Purple Eagles into the Final Four. And he's there with the left glove once more as he looks that one into the mid and hangs on for another draw. Pinio against Scott once more to the right of Veltri. Now we get the puck drop successfully as Pinio wins it back. Rancliffe able to clear the zone. Nomofsky will send it in deep. Main back to retrieve and behind his net. Turns it over to Nomofsky, but Grabko recovers in time. Gets the right pad on it. Bavaro leading the rush up ice for the Falcons. In over the Niagara line, using that long reach. Has it, tries the centering pass. Herman blocked it, and then he took Bavaro out of the play with the hit. In the corner, Rancliffe high in the air. And can't go too high here at Toy Arena. Caught the NCAA Final 8 banner. It's still shaking. Let's get you the Blue Ox Roofing big save of the game as we go back to the second period of play on a terrific opportunity for the Falcons. Chad Veltri would come up big on this opportunity as he gets the left pad out just in time to deny Walcom. That's your Blue Ox Roofing big save of the game. This one ends up in the scorer's area as it goes right out of play. Another whistle. Niagara would be content to just grind this one out and take that 3-2 advantage home. But it's a long way to go, and as we saw the Falcons last night in a 6-on-5 situation, very effective as they scored 2 goals late in the third. Good face-off, though, by the Purple Eagles in their end of the ice. They get it to the blue line and out. Cox, at the last second, saw Arisiak taking a run at him. Summer catches up to the puck in behind the Falcon net. And Roboys has control as he spins away from pressure and starts up ice. And Roboys, who had the first mark of the game just 54 seconds in, sends it around the end boards. At the blue line, kept in, down low. Now it's out high for Cox, and he'll clear the zone before Maine's able to separate him from the puck. At the Falcon blue line, Maine up the middle of the Van Roboys. He's joined by Patera. Quick shot. Zielinski gets back defensively to block that one wide. Hill overskated it, but he's able to get it back to Misak below the goal line. Now Misak will leg it up ice himself. Misak gains the red line. Now the offensive blue line. He goes in the corner and puts on the brakes. Misak trying to get it back down low. Successful in doing so. 2:30 left to go as an outlet pass from Maine is intercepted by Misak, and he sends it back in. Grabko wiped out trying to play the puck. He's back in his crease, though, as Bentley takes over control on the far wing. Kotze will wire one in. Grabko still in between the pipes in the crease as Pomeroy has it behind his own net. Pomeroy in the corner for Harper. In the opposite corner, Harper high in the air and out. Rancliffe trying to get that bouncing puck to settle, will play it into the corner. 2 minutes left to go in the third period. Niagara still protecting a 1-goal lead. And look at Carter Rancliffe keep that puck down in the offensive end for Niagara. Herman will send it back down low, and they'll force the Falcons to come the 200 feet in the other direction. Grabko looks to the bench. He gets the okay. Off he goes to the extra attacker. Harper throws his weight into the corner. Bavaro sends it back down low. Gaszewski will cycle it into the corner. Harper, first one there, gets it to the blue line, not out. Bavaro has it there. Will get it off to Gaszewski. Gaszewski, top of the circle. Bavaro, one-timer. That one's blocked. Walker Summer gets in the way, and he makes his way to the bench. It's going towards the empty net. Will slide just wide, and somehow had enough for icing as Summer is the next Purple Eagle to make his way to the locker room area as he is in some pain after a big shot block here in the third. Pinio to take another big defensive zone draw against Gaszewski. Gaszewski wins this one back. Bavaro at the line. Lets it fly. That one hit his own man, Pearson. Bavaro reloads top of the circle. Now on the side wing, Gaszewski. Gaszewski into the circle, taking his time as he looks for the play he wants. Now down low. Gets a return pass. Out high. Bavaro. One-timer blocked by Gorsak. Zielinski able to clear the zone. And this one will not make it for icing as Lombardozzi has to go back and retrieve. 50 seconds remain as the Falcons come in over the Niagara line. Harper sends Pearson into the glass. Now it's Rutherford back out to the point. Across for Bavaro. Bavaro, Gaszewski, one-timer, Veltri, the right pad save, rebounds in the corner. Back to the point, across the line to Bavaro. Quick wrist shot, Veltri the save, no rebound, given up by the Niagara netminder who had Hamlet right in his lap. All this with 29 seconds left to go here in the third. Timeout to be taken by Bentley as you get a look at the last save made by Chad Veltri. And again, you hear Coach Jason Lammers talk about pucks sticking to his netminder, and that's a prime example there. And he gives a lot of credit to the assistant goaltender coach and Ian Burt. So you get a look at the Falcons bench. They got the whiteboard out, and they have plenty of options as you're looking at options A and 1A in Bavaro and Lombardozzi, as they have some terrific shots from the point. Rutherford, we saw last night with a pair of goals. So who are you going to tee up if you're the Falcons? The Purple Eagles and Jason Lammers are left to try to decide as you get a look at both head coaches. Right now, the Purple Eagles huddle, not gathered around any coaches. Their assignments are known. The whiteboard's still out for the Falcons. And that will remain empty for Bentley in this 6-on-5 scenario. Purple Eagles looking to grab all 6 points this weekend. If they can hang on for the next 29 seconds, they'll do just that. If not, we head to overtime. The timeout time has expired, so they head to the Falcon bench to break up the team meeting. Pinio's out to take this draw. He's joined by Hill and Gorsak up front. Zielinski and Wishman draw the assignment in the back. Hamlet to take the draw for the Falcons. Ishetsky out there with Rutherford, Pearson, Bavaro, and Lombardozzi, who has it top of the zone. Now it's Rutherford. Down low, Hamlet looking to get it for Pearson in the slot. Well defended by Gorsak, who clears the zone. Won't make it far enough for icing. Pinio applying pressure. Lombardozzi throws it to the far wing. Pearson looking for Hamlet. Too far ahead. Zielinski gets it to the blue line and out with some help from his friends. 7 seconds remaining. Navarro throws it on Veltri. He'll play this one aside. 2 seconds left. It comes out in front. The horn will sound. And Niagara survives the third period of play. And will take this one 3-2. As this is the first series sweep of the season for the Purple Eagles, as it looks like they might be hitting their form when the calendar turns to February. That's a gutsy win. You had a terrific second period, but you lost your top centerman for the game. You mix and match the lines together, and you keep Bentley from tying things up, only conceding the 1 goal in the third period. And a lot has to do with that man right there. Chad Veltri comes up with 25 saves on the game as the Purple Eagles gather around the center ice circle to salute their fans. Happy to take 6 points away from this series. They conclude the weekend with 29 points in Atlantic hockey. And they'll let the fans head home with smiles on their face. We'll get you the Ticket Smarter Smart Play of the Game. It was brought to you by Carter Rancliffe on Niagara's second goal as he took an awkward angle backhand shot. And that's the smart play because you can tell Grabko at the time was starting to fight the puck, and Albin Nilsson was able to put that in. That's your Ticket Smarter Smart Play of the Game. Visit Ticket Smarter to get your tickets for concerts, sports, and all live events, and you can download the app today. Your player of the game is Chad Veltri. After he is able to close the door in the third period, your player of the game is brought to you by Firth Jewelers. Mention this ad when you go to their Military Road location, and you'll get yourself a special discount. Next weekend, it's the team south of the bridge. Friday night, Harbor Center, 7 o'clock. And then it's Saturday night, right here at Dwyer Arena. You know you have to show out when the team south of the bridge shows up. It should be a terrific weekend if the December series was any indication. This was a fantastic series as well. Both games a 1-goal game. My thanks to the Niagara Communications staff. Sean Gillen, Brianna Jacobs, our director Kyle Barker. I'm Frank L. We'll see you next week downtown Buffalo 6 days from now. Stay safe. We'll see you then. Niagara victorious here tonight, 3-2 on the Niagara Sports Network.